The Washington Commanders are going to need more than just a Hail Mary to get them out of this mess. With their star running back getting butterfingers before the season's even started in earnest, what's to stop him from throwing the game when it actually counts? At least that's what Coach Rivera thinks. Sit back as we go through why Antonio Gibson's preseason mistake wasn't one that could be brushed off as Coach leaves a clear message. So what happened? Washington Commanders' third-year running back lost the ball along with his head. Antonio Gibson, aka the Weapon, the man charged with pulling the Commanders out of their dark ages and forward into greener pastures, just threw it all out the window. The college receiver turned running back fumbled a carry during the first TD, leading to Carolina swooping into the last minute at Washington's 22-yard line and scoring their own touchdown. Talk about a smooth recovery. Gibson wrapped up precious field posting in a tight bow for his opponents, the Carolina Panthers. Receiving a sweet shotgun handoff from Carson Wentz, Gibson stuttered along before hitting the line of scrimmage. Sure, linebacker Corey Littleton forced the fumble at just the right moment, but Gibson's ball safety was shoddy to begin with. Even offensive coordinator Scott Turner was deflated with the miserable on-field performance. The first job is to protect the ball. It's something that has to be fixed. It was smooth sailing for the Panthers from there on out to secure their 23-21 win over the Commanders. Next, coach loses his shit. Ron Rivera is not happy. According to the head coach, Gibson has been lackluster in practice as well. His hesitancy to take the initiative has been ticking the big guy off. Gibson's legwork especially is what's got to go. When he starts to shuffle and go sideways, that's when he struggles, said H.C. Rivera. Antonio's got to run harder, he continued. Well, we can't expect him to go all out, the Flash, on us now, can we? It seems like the HC might be fearful of darker waters ahead. He called Gibson's decision-making abilities into question, and his wish to put on a show for the spectators every time he plays in a game. Sometimes he tries to make a big play, Rivera said. Every play is designed to score, but when it's not going to score, you've got to understand if it's not there, just stick my foot in the ground and get what I can and protect the ball. Although Rivera made it clear what the running back's got to do to get back in his good graces, he made it doubly clear that he's not going to give him too many chances to do just that. So you may be asking yourself, why is there so much pressure on Gibson to perform? Let's just say he's the Hail Mary that the Washington Commanders never knew they needed. He's been dubbed the light at the end of the tunnel and a new school beam of hope. He was the fresh new talent wide receiver bringing a whole new perspective to the team, who'd had nothing but bad luck before his entry on the scene. From investors threatening to pull out to the HC getting diagnosed with cancer, key players getting arrested for violence, 15 women rising up claiming sexual assault, and owner Snyder filing sedition charges, the Commanders' history has been nothing short of chaotic to say the least. Gibson is here to give an identity to the floundering team. With an average of 38 balls being caught at 735 yards and 8 touchdowns to his name, he's nothing short of a wonderkind, and that's just in 2019 alone. He's mastered Norvell's mind-boggling playbook down to the T, and he's honed his receiver skills slowly but surely. There was never a dull moment in his life, even whilst growing up. When he broke his ankle back in the 10th grade, his cast didn't stop him from zooming through the halls and tossing a slam dunk with his cast on. From a young age, he's known what he wants, and he hasn't been afraid to pull out all the stops so that he can achieve his goals. Now, is history repeating itself? We sure as hell hope not. Gibson fumbled the ball a record 6 times back in the 2021 season, and only once back when he was a rookie. Seems like the older he gets, the more he lets the pressure get to him. We can only hope that this is just a case of nerves getting the best of him and not the end of the Gibson supremacy. Hey Gibson, to quote a wise old man, with great power comes great responsibility. Let's progress, not regress, my guy. The Washington Commanders haven't been holding back the punches as they go all out in prepping for the upcoming season, with their defensive front on the line compared to last year's disappointment and a major roster reshuffling. The team's no doubt going to have to put pedal to the metal and not let us down, and they're going to need a running back with his mind on track and turf. Gibson has no plans to let himself off that easily. When asked about his ill-fated fumble, the running back said it was very frustrating. He fully acknowledged where he went wrong and is looking towards correcting his footwork in future games. Watch out, if Rivera has his way, you might not have too many of those left. Could it be that the stellar performance of third-round rookie Brian Robinson Jr., who's just been going from strength to strength and even scoring a touchdown during his debut, has gotten to Gibson's head? Robinson wasn't brought in to take Gibson's job, just the opposite, to complement him and serve as his second in command. But it seems like Robinson might just want some of the limelight for himself. With a successful debut in his back pocket, a total of 41 scrimmage yards, 6 carries and 2 catches, we can count on one commander who's got his eyes on the prize. Let's just pray that Gibson gets his head in the game before the Commanders face off against the Kansas City Chiefs on Saturday. Now, in other related news, Aaron Rodgers insults fellow teammate. Aaron Rodgers isn't one to shy away from the media, so when he supposedly called fellow Green Bay Packer team member and all-star legend Brett Favre Grandpa, he was understandably met with silence. At least if you're to believe the new tell-all book being released by Bleacher Report, titled Gunslinger, The Remarkable, Improbable, Iconic Life of Brett Favre, and penned by Jeff Pearlman, it regales the life of the celebrated sportsman. But Rodgers tells a completely different tale. Their first meeting was not quite quite the standoff you would expect. The two men met out on the practice field, and starstruck Rogers could barely choke a word out. All he did manage was a simple hello. Shows that even our heroes get nervous meeting their own heroes. Next, happy wife, happy life. That seems to ring true for Tom Brady at least, who recently took time off from the Buccaneers training camp to focus on his wife and kids. This is a repeating pattern for Brady, who also took extended leaves from the Patriots back in 2018 and 2019, citing a similar dilemma. He'll be missing about 10 or so days of training camp, as well as some preseason games. Football fans who have been anxiously awaiting for the new season to kick off and see the retired and then unretired quarterback back in action were alarmed by his sudden dropout. We can just pray for his quick return to the scene and hope all's well that ends well between Tom and his better half, supermodel Gisele Bündchen. But hey, who can blame a mom who only wants what's best for her kids? Tom skipped out on the OTAs in 2018 so that he could be more present for his wife and kids. The supermodel is worth $400 million and she's got her own fish to fry. She's previously told Tom to be more active in his kids' lives rather than just bachelor it up and play football all the time. He's got more responsibilities than just looking good out on the field. Let's just hope this family man can juggle being a football man too before kickoff. Guess who's back? Back again. Shifting gears to b-ball for just a tick, Dwayne Wade and LeBron James are teaming up once again. And before you go breaking out your old Miami Heat jersey, they're not teaming up on the court. Instead, these two legends are reuniting behind the screen as executive producers for Netflix's next big b-ball documentary, The Redeem Team, chronicling USA's gold medal win at the 2008 Beijing Olympics when D-Wade and LeBron brought their team to a jaw-dropping victory, especially after losing out to Argentina just 4 years back in the last Olympic tournament and ending their 3-year-long gold winning streak. It's sure to get your heart thumping and spirit soaring. We honestly can't wait for Netflix's next big basketball adventure, especially after the masterpiece that was Hustle. Calling Adam Sandler for a cameo, please. That's a wrap for this video. Have you got your tickets yet to see your favorite NFL team in action? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We'll see you in the next one.